Hello man, I'll be back with my stories. When I felt rested, I decided I would take my shield and my sword and try it out on these monsters. I saw this blob again, so I fought it. I knew I could use my shield more now. I got used to it. So I slammed and bashed whatever I could. It felt mighty. This time I knew I would have no problem slaughtering anything in my past. It felt so easy, even a child could do it. I slammed and fought bears, countless enemies. I even found organs of those bears. Then I went back to the human who thought they could beat me, but they could not. They were too weak. So I showed them their souls to Bonsandi. All of them had to die. None of them were allowed to survive. I was so angry. I slammed their faces with my shield so often it looked like a mashed potato. Some tried to avenge their comrades. Pointlessly, though, must be said. Their faces looked even worse than mashed potatoes after I was done with them. Maybe, perhaps, a flat tire might be perfect description of what their faces looked like. I smelled iron nearby. I was not interested. Iron was not so interesting as other ore, so I decided I would let it go. I wouldn't sing. I'm not a singer. I'm a troll. I'm a hero! And you know it. I was hoping that I would find some strong enemy to fight, but all around me, just your typical normal enemy. Nothing special. Nothing super strong. Disappointed, I took my bike for a ride in hopes to finding one somewhere in the close by area. I was not certain if I would find anything, but I wanted to find something. Something strong. Something more powerful than anything I saw before. Ghosts did not surpass it. I'm sure there are creatures in this land that would pose a challenge. And I found one. A wolf known for its fang, called Warg. I knew I had to kill it in order to prove my strength. He was about to be the next meal on my table. I decided to jump nearby and wait for my opportunity to arise. I threw an axe at it and lured it away from all the enemies around it. Then I started slaughtering it like the dog it was. Some random hero came to my aid. It was a night elf. No, it was a nightborn. Thank ya, Mon. I thanked the hero for aiding me, even though I didn't need his help. I took a look at what I found. It was not good enough. So I decided to go more deeper into the woods, hoping to find something more. A challenge again. You know me, I like to challenge myself. We had to push ourselves harder and harder. We were slowly growing stronger and stronger. I knew I could slowly barely feel the pain from the enemy. Maybe, just maybe, me was ignoring the pain. I don't know. I'm not sure why or how, but I made sure every death was sent back to the Botswandi. I couldn't let them live. The dead is supposed to stay dead. I found some sweet nectar. I hope to spare it for later. Would like to drink some later on. Perhaps I could visit again, my friend, the bartender Vulpera. Once I get back from my mission, becoming the strongest being in this whole wide world. I made some more undead and continued my journey to the east. I saw a powerful lich being nearby. I decided I would avoid it. It seemed very powerful. But the behemoth, huh, it was weak. I had to be defeated. It was pathetic. Without its capability of drawing me closer, I knew I had my chances very well. Then I kept going. The Alliance were losing the place. So many undead, so many chances lost. The Alliance losing left and right. Oh fuck. Is this Alliance territory? Crap. Crap, run! Run! Run, I tell ya! Yo, what's up? I did not realize there is an Alliance version of the village. Crap. Crap, crap, crap. I thought I could just run. I thought this was neutral territory. Guess not. Guess not. Recording my challenge. A good mate of mine. Obviously. A good lass. We still have to find our way to defeat Nazov. You are not in blooping. You are not blooping anything here. Wow. Not cool, man. Okay. There are some not so pleasant things. But okay, I understand now. There's an Alliance side and a Horde side. Okay, okay. After I fainted my death again, I jumped over the mountain, found some bear, decided I would make quick progress with them. They may be strong in some department, but not against me. I was curious, maybe I was close soon to fight a bear with my bare fist. It felt like This place reeked of the powerful enemy I was hunting for. I hoped I would find one. The work was not satisfying for me enough, especially after I have gotten a help from someone. I found some more iron. I deemed it trashy, not good enough for me, so I killed some bears instead. Still looking for the powerful enemy. I fought the bear for a couple more minutes. I knew I could find the enemy I was hunting for. This place. I heard of a bird that was powerful, turning adventurers into crumbles just near this place. In hopes of finding that bird, I was jumping around like a kangaroo. I used my shield to full efficiency. I blocked some bear attacks and slaughtered them, so Bonswandi could eat some bear tonight. Maybe he wanted some bear ass. Bear asses were regionally known as delicious food. Some would say some good fucking food, but not me. I liked flanks. It might be a little bit chewy, but that didn't matter to me. I killed some rodent along the way. Didn't mean to, but sometimes stuff happens you didn't mean to make. I encountered more bears. There were so many, I lost count on how many bears I slaughtered. But I fought more than one this time. I felt more powerful than ever before. These bears could not stop my class level of the hero. They even made me stronger. At some point, I didn't feel the need to even use my sword. Perhaps I was ready to challenge the bear with my bare own hands. I took out a group that I saw nearby, making sure they wouldn't interfere with my next fight. I didn't want them to interfere, not because I would be scared, no. I wanted to make sure that it's a fair fight, that I could show the bear some dignity. I left the far more distant bears alive. Their lives was not meant to be mine, to be taken. For now, at least. When I killed a few more bears, I was almost ready to face that one. I decided for good luck I would take Earth Mother's offering, the iron nearby. I was certain I was now ready to face the bear nearby, so I took down my shield and my sword. I put it into my magical bag and leaped forward to the bear and started fighting it. I slapped it around a little bit, knowing this fight would go in my favor. This time, the fight was hard, but the bear seemed not to have a chance. He didn't dodge my attacks. He ignored all I did. So, I ignored the pain. I fought through it. Something was telling me to use the shield, but since I didn't have the shield on me, I knew that my feeling inside of me was being dumb, and that I could defeat now a bear with bare fist. I'm certain you are now proud of me, for my story is now true.
Yeah, man.
I decided I would test if that wasn't just not a lucky fluke. I would take another bear on. I started the match with a little bit health missing. I was still a little bit tired from the last match, but that didn't stop me. I would slap the bear faster, stronger. I fought even harder than before. This bear probably knew it didn't have a chance, so it gave up after a while and played dead. With confidence, I then took on my shield and sword again. I knew I was strong enough to defeat the bear. Next time, I would face a dragon. A dragon bigger than the last one. Still not seeing the enemy that I was hoping for. Disappointed that I didn't find that enemy. I decided I would take my anger on someone who didn't have nothing to do with it, but still, I could do it. Wait a minute, since when do we again deal with our deep... Oh, that's good to hear. Could devastate already. Huh, I forgot about it completely. That's odd. I took a shelter behind a rock for now, for a moment, thinking where might this enemy be.
I need to get closer.
I saw a couple more bears. I challenged two of them, knowing that I would be able to take them on. I was not weak, I was stronger than ever before. They died pretty fast, I must say. I was disappointed, a little bit. But then again, it meant only one thing. I was strong enough to face anything now. My fights were no longer a meddling of a child using a sword and a shield. No, from now on, it was my swing of the sword and my shield that made me strong. I was now able to protect what I care for. I saw the village again, but it was not interested for me. So I continued on my hunt. My hunch still telling me there is a strong enemy. You must just go ahead and find it. It is your destiny to defeat it. I trusted my hunch. Perhaps a mistake. Who knows? Because I did not know there was nothing to be found. I took on my bike and ride it off to the west. But not before checking out more of the northern area. I heard there is a tomb, a place for the resting soul of the humankind. I suppose it called for me. Ponsandi wanted to see Mon. Ponsandi wanted to see the soul those buried within this place. I met couple of ghosts, and then I arrived at the most magnificent tomb I ever saw. I decided I would not desecrate this area with my bike, for it would be horrible and shameful. When I arrived, a high priest was standing there in a chapel as big as Orgrimmon's main city. I was impressed by what I saw. It was magnificent. It was the legendary Uther Lightbringer. I saw a plate. I could barely read it. I could not read it. It was in common. Why? Why cannot I, hero, read this? This is racism. I was honored to be at this place, but it was not inviting me, so I ran away. I saw a book. I could not read it either. It was written in that human language, which made me more angry than satisfied. I noticed a tower nearby. No, it was not a tower. Again, it was a crypt. I took out my sword and shield and embraced whatever was waiting for me inside. With a little bit of luck, I made it in, preparing for whatever I could find. It was empty, so it seemed. I wasted my time inside here. A couple of boxes destroyed on the ground, at the lowest level. I did not understand. Why would there be something like that? I found a book. Now I understood. It was the place of necromancers that were that were that were ha haunted to the outside, and that is how it came to be. That the Western Plaguelands and the Eastern Plaguelands became what they are known for, Plaguelands. I smelled some ore nearby. I was certain it was iron, but I had to check. Yes, it was. There was also a mage in a mecha suit. It was an undead, disgusted by the existence of something so vile. I had to go. I couldn't just stand there and watch it. Take mother's blessing. I leaped across the river and came across a small hill. I was sure I was again behind the village, seeing the farm again. I decided I would take a detour around on the mountains. Well, hills of course, not mountains. Mountains are bigger than that. Seeing nothing much. No enemies. No nothing. I decided I would think if I should take a breather or not. It felt like forever since I took a breather. I was back at the place where I last saw work. I have hoped that his spirit would have come back, but apparently Bonsandi was not ready to give him back. There were a couple of spiders, as like before.
I don't have a target.
I was not happy about the spiders. They were big and disgusting. I saw this cliff again. This small up way up, filled with spiders as well. I suppose it was their nest. I decided I would kill some of them, but not all of them. I wouldn't want to touch them too much. They were disgusting. They poisoned me. They weakened my body with their poison. But nothing significant. After seeing this region through and through, I decided I would go back to my place and see what option others I have for venturing. I prepared my hearthstone just before this spider attacked me again. I was not excited about fighting it again, but then again, what a hero would I be if I would not take on a challenge? I casted the hearthstone and I rested. I will see you soon again, my friends.